Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing the working with number lines and other things for the 6th grade worksheet. And yeah, let's get to it. So the first part is number lines, and these are actually really simple if you just look at it. Each line stands for 0.25 of each number. So this is like 7.25, 7.5, 7.75, and 8. So I'll do the first one with you guys for each side, for each questions. Um, for the first one, it says 10.25 for A. So 10.25, you look at 10, and you look at the 2.5, or 0.525, sorry. And since this is 0.25, we can determine that this is the point that we gotta go to, since we have 10 and 0.25. And for the second one, you have 9.5. So you again look at 9, and you go to 0.5. So this is 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. So you want to go here. The last one is 0.725 for C. And if you look at the number line again, excuse me, you can look at 7, see 7, and you want to go to the first tick because it's 0.25. Once again, just count the lines. And there you go. That's the first question. Alright. Now for the next section, working with fractions. And this is asking for the product of fractions, which is basically just asking for improper, which is you have no big number. You don't have this in your answer. So the way you want to do this is you want to convert all of these into improper forms. So the way you do that is you multiply, or here, I'll write it down for you guys. You multiply down, and then you add the remainder of what you got on the bottom. So for example, if it's 4 1/3, you would do 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 1, which is 13, right? You would multiply and add. And once you get that, you would just put 13 over 3 to keep the original denominator. And same for the next one. 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 plus 1, sorry, is 7. So you put 7 over 2. And for multiplication, multiplying fractions, it's very simple actually. You don't have to do any of the same denominator kind of thing that you have to do with addition and subtraction. You can just go straight across. So in this case it would be 6 on the bottom, and 13 times 7 is, give me a second, $91. So 91. This is your answer. You don't have to change it back to this form. Now moving on. Graphing. I'll do like 4 of you guys. So for graphing, it's basically x, y for your coordinates. All of your coordinates are x, y. And x is this line, and this is y. So the way you want to do this is you want to go x first and y second. In that case, so you would go right or up, or left or up, or left or down, or right or down, depending on the negatives. Excuse me. So for number 1, you have plus 9 and plus 1. The plus basically means it's a positive number, so you don't have to worry about going left or down in the situation. So you would have 9, which means you would go 9 across, and the 1 means you would go 1 up, so it would be F. Second one, you have 0, and you have 7, which means you would not move at the x-axis, so you'd stay at the origin, and then you would go up 7, and you would leave you at D. Just write it down. Third one, negative 9 and negative 6. For negative 9, you have to be careful here. You have to go left, alright? So you go left 9 times from the x-axis, and from there you want to go down because it is also another negative number. So you go left 9 and you go down 6, and you have M. And for 4, same thing. You want to go left twice and down 7 because they're both negative numbers. Now, you want to be careful though. If it's like number 5, where one is positive and one is negative, you want to make sure you do this properly. So you go right 4 in this case, because you have the positive 4, and in this case it's a negative 8, so you don't want to go up, but you want to go down. So you want to go to 4, and you go down 8 times, and you get B. And that's pretty much how you do this. Now, for ordered pair, it's the same thing, but you do it backwards. So in this case, you would identify where G is on the graph. G is right here. So if you look at the graph, G's on the left side, and it's in the upper area. So you have upper and the lower. Oopsie. You have a positive and negative. So this is positive on the Y side, but negative on the X side. So if you just follow the line, like I said from earlier, with the X and Y rule, where you go follow the horizontal line first and then go vertical, secondary, you would have to go left 3 times and then you would go up once, which means the graph, the coordinate, the ordered pair would be -3, 1. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this section. It's not too complicated. You can just yeah. And here, same thing. They give you a shape, and you would just have to draw it with using points. And to do that, you would just literally look at the point 0, 0, 0, 0, just plot it until you get the appropriate image. Yeah, that's about it for this section. I think you're supposed to get a black cat, so that should be fun. And yeah, there's a big graph for it. And yeah, we're done. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.